Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Let me make sure these are in. Hi. How are you? Good morning. It is Monday, September 9th. I'm going to sing you a little song first. Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to be awake. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hello, hello, Karen and Kathy. How are you? How are you, everybody who's here hopping on? Good morning. What a gorgeous, phenomenal, incredible, abundant day it is. And why is that? Because I decided that it was. And that's the truth of the world, you guys. There'll be many lessons flying out of me right now. But the first one is that's the truth. You are whole. You are abundant. You are love, you are significant, you are enough, you are worthy, you are pure potential. And that's the truth. And it's the complexity of our humanness and you letting your mind run you that fucks all that up. It makes it really far harder than it ever was intended to be. So, good morning. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. So, I was just leaving my house. This is my house. That's the entryway to my house. I was just leaving my house to go for a beautiful walk because I just decided I wanted to get up and, move my ass. I am kickboxing later, but I just felt like moving and walking. It's just, beautiful. And in sunny South Florida, if you don't walk early, it's a little hot. I'm excited for today too. Choice Experiment starts today at noon. So if you're not in it, get in the Worthy Human Revolution. You can still sign up. And it's going to be 10 days of epic shifts, changes, growth, etc., etc. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because I want to talk you through a first-hand lesson on perspective. And I want to talk about perspective a little bit. So we're going to hang out outside because I need to show you something out here. So we're redoing our bathrooms, and in the master bathroom we have to configure some things, and we decided that we're going to move. Just track with me and hang out because this is going to become a profound lesson, okay? Hold on, Bahia, hello, I clicked on the I know, listen, it's the way that I speak is part of who I am. So you'll get it like that at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. It doesn't matter to me. So sorry. Also, I do want to just say thank you for your patience. I'm not on my tripod because I'm outside, so I am a little bit shaky. So anyway, we're redoing our bathrooms, and in our master bathroom, we are moving the shower to where there's a glass block on our wall. Okay, so I'm going to show you something in a second. So David and the contractor and I, oh, hey babe, you're on. We're inside the bathroom the other day and we're all troubleshooting. How do we put the shower in front of the glass block? Because the sun comes in this front of our house through the glass block. So right now, because there's no shower there, we have like a drape over it that keeps it from getting super, super hot. So we're all looking at it going, I don't know, we could do this. We could put a plate of plexiglass on it. We could put a sheer, like a sheen of a film, right? Like is on my back window here to keep the sun blocked. We could do this, we could do that. And we're all like staring at it and like, okay, what do we do? What do we do? How do we solve for this? And the contractor's like, okay, I'm going to call my guys. We'll figure something out. I'll have someone come in and measure and what can we do? And we're trying to solve this problem, right? Of how do we put the shower in front of the glass block, but keep it shielded from the crazy Florida sun that comes beating right up against it, right? And it's like the biggest issue or problem we have in making this construction decision. So we move on with our day, whatever. I think David goes to play tennis or something. And I'm thinking about it. So I walk outside. Now here's where the lesson in perspective comes in, and I promise you, whatever is going on in your life, this is going to apply, so track with me. So I walk outside, and I walk around the problem, right? So now I'm no longer looking at it from the inside, staring at the glass block, trying to solve for what's going on. I walk outside, okay? I'm gonna show it to you. This is the glass block that we're trying to cover, okay? And then I say to myself, wait a second, with this newfound perspective, you know all we need to do? plant some beautiful plants in front of the glass block window, right? And then the beautiful trees or whatever shrubbery we decide to put will completely keep all of the sun and the rays away from the direct glass block, and problem solved. Are you with me, right? So let me sit back down. Here's the lesson. If you are in a situation where something isn't going your way, or you're feeling something, or you're in a quote problem, and all you do is consistently sit there and stare at the problem from the only angle you're looking at, you will not only drive yourself into frustration and overwhelm and start to have it consume your thoughts, but you will be extraordinarily limited on your ability to find a fabulous solution or to just simply alleviate the problem via perspective. But when you get up and you walk around whatever the issue or problem is, and you see it from a different angle, now your mind starts to work differently. Now you're open to new possibilities and new answers and new perspective, right? My mother used to teach me this actually when she, for those of you that aren't aware, she was a spiritual healer and a counselor and a speaker towards the end of her life. And she used to tell me, okay, you're sitting here and you're looking at the problem, get up. I'm going to do it with you guys. Get up, walk around it, walk around it. And now look at it from over here, right? And see what's different. How do you feel about it now? What different opportunities might come up for you when you start to choose a different angle? It's almost as if, and this is actually something I heard from Bob Proctor. I have a lot of mentors and a lot of people that I love, and Bob Proctor has been in the personal growth industry, I think, since 1968. And he speaks about perspective through, if you took your issue or problem and you put it in the middle of a dining room table, right? And then you sit in every chair of the dining room table and think of different people. How would this person, if they were sitting in this chair, look at this? How would this person look at it in this chair? Let me go to the head of the table over there. Let me sit at the chair on the right, and let me take a look at this, because ultimately, the more perspective we gain, the faster the issue actually goes away oftentimes, right? So it'll completely, you guys, ask me questions. I'm here, like, we're live, so don't be shy. There's a bunch of you hanging out, and I'm super grateful for it. But this is important because perspective, number one, creates your reality. And perspective is not truth with a TH at the end. Perspective is opinion. Perspective is the way that you see the world. Perspective is the lens in your particular glasses through which you're looking through. Perspective is a skill that you build over time that's in your arsenal of becoming the highest version of yourself, of living a life that's evolved and enlightened, which is the fucking goal, everybody, okay? Let's be clear. The goal isn't how much more shit can I possess or buy or own, right? No, it's how deeper can I go into my soul? How much higher can I go in who I'm being and this version of myself? How much more can I honor my inherent worth, right? That's the goal, just in case we were unclear. So in this tiny example, right, the tiniest example of perspective, walk around it, because the real truth is also our problems exist in our minds. 99.9% of whatever you want to tell me you are suffering from is all happening in between your ears. And when you learn how to shift perspective, which is essentially the way you're looking at something, then the thing you're looking at changes. That's why you guys will hear things like change your thoughts, change your life, or, Wayne Dyer always said, if you change the way you look at things, the thing you look at changes. That's perspective. But how do you gain perspective? You gain perspective by making a choice to cultivate the skill. You gain perspective by doing this kind of work and hanging out in circles like this, and no longer being myopic in your approach to your life, right? No longer being myopic, like, oh, look at this problem, whatever the problem is. Your kid's going through some shit in school. Your business isn't bringing in the money that you want yet. The business is bringing in the money, but you don't have the team that you want. You want the next promotion at your job, but you just got passed up for it. You just got let go from your job. You're in a relationship that doesn't serve you. You want to, whatever it is. If you sit like this, right? If I had two hands available, if you sit like this, myopically staring into the problem, the way that we were when we were trying to solve this, quote, problem in the bathroom remodel, you are so limited and you're only exacerbating the problem, and you're starting to affect your emotions and your feelings about it. But if you go, wait a second, this is only one perspective. This is only one angle. This is only one option of thousands. Let me get up. Let me get up and move around. Let me get up and turn around and look at this from a different angle. Let me look at it from a different, let me fly up. You guys, if you've hung out with me before and you've done any of the work that I've offered you, right? You'll know that I talk a lot about meta view, which is where you kind of suck yourself up out of your current situation. And that creates a ton of perspective because you're changing the way you look at it, whether it's from the height or the angle or the direction. And as soon as you do, hey Jules, mwah, as soon as you do, you see it differently and you feel differently. Therefore, you're starting to experience it differently. You can start to see different ways to think about it. You can start to appreciate different perspectives on it, right? So the lesson here, and I'll check, there was a couple questions, I believe. The ultimate lesson here is nothing's real unless you make it real, number one, okay? And if you have questions about that, go ahead and ask me. Number two, if you choose to be myopic in the way that you think and focus on your problems, you are only making it harder for yourself and exacerbating that problem and then everything else. Because once you're stuck in the low-level energy and feelings about that problem that you were focused on, calling everybody, talking about it, drilling in that opinion, affirming, oh my God, how much this sucks, or I can't believe this, or blah, 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 and all that disempowering bullshit, right? You're also affecting your overall vibe and energy, right? And then the third piece is perspective means to open yourself up to realize that there are so many other ways to see something. And you can do that by getting up and walking around it, by pretending you're sitting at a dining room table and sitting in every single chair and looking at the so-called issue or problem and gaining new opportunities for perspective and ideas. You can float above yourself and go, oh, well, that's not going to matter in 5 minutes. I'm done with that. Or that's not going to matter in 5 months. Screw it. Or, wow, I've been focused this whole time on how far I haven't come, instead of looking back, right? Looking back and going, look how far I have come, right? Perspective is everything. And the other amazing part about perspective is it's a skill. You guys, all the stuff we talk about, it's not like some of you were born with it and some of you weren't. That's one of the most fun parts of the work that I get to do. We all have the same equipment, right? We all have access to the same inner power. It's just been dormant in you until someone like me, because this is literal, is to teach you things that you were never taught so that you can feel how you want to feel, be how you want to be, and create what you want in this magnificent gift of a life that you have, right? So it's a skill, and you are going to start to cultivate it. And as soon as you realize, I need to solve for something here. This whole thing came out of the remodel of our bathroom, okay? You guys can watch the beginning of this live. As soon as you realize there's a quote issue to solve, or there's a problem, or you are wanting to experience something different in your reality than you're currently experiencing, pause and go, hold on. Let me change my perspective. And then you start to build the skill. Because nothing's real unless we make it real. And you have all the power you always have and you always will. Okay? All right. So yes, let's check some of these epic comments before I go on my walk. Perspective is a skill. Yes. Love that. Yes. Love it. Hey, Liz. You had to Google myopic. I love that. There's so many words that I learn and I have no idea what they mean. It's so much fun to learn, which is so ironic because when I was a high school kid, I hated it. That's because I didn't think I was smart enough. But that's for a different live because we all suffer from some iteration of that. Melaine, are there paper exercises, written examples to help practice and apply different perspectives? Melaine, yeah. When I open enrollment for Mind Magic at the end of the choice experiment, say yes. Nothing, there is no hack for investing in yourself and doing the work. So I'm going to say two things right now. If you aren't in the choice experiment, it starts today at noon. I'll drop the link in here when I'm done, but it's been all over the Lit Factor page. It's a 10-day free online workshop with me. Over the course of 10 days, I'm doing 5 in-depth master classes, and every day it builds on each other, and it's going to bring you more presence, more joy, and teach you how to think differently so you can really, really start to shift. And it's free, and it's incredible, and it will change you. So join us, and then you'll get the link. It's on Zoom. It's not on Facebook. Then at the end of the choice experiment, enrollment opens for Mind Magic, which is my 10-week live online experience where I'm teaching you live. We're together every week, plus office hour calls and hypnosis and workbooks. And this is how you change. This is how you change. You invest your money, your time, your energy in making yourself a priority, right? There's no quick fix. It's no different than going to the gym, right? This comes down to, are you ready to change? How important is it for you to learn how to think differently, get out of whatever your anxieties or depressions or self-sabotages, low self-esteem, self-worth issues are? What is it costing you to continue your life the way it is up until now, right? How willing are you to realize that it's time to believe in yourself? And the only way to do that is to invest in yourself so you can get to the highest version of who you were meant to be and leave some of this bullshit behind, right? You guys, our purpose as human beings, this is another thing we were never taught, is healing, growth, and expansion. Like, that's why we're here. We just, for some reason, become adults and we stop learning and we stop investing in understanding that we can change. And it's, quite frankly, it's very sad. And one of the reasons why I'm so passionate and do the work that I do is because it kills me slowly to watch people walk around in this victim mode, to watch people walk around worrying and overwhelmed and stressed out and so busy that there's no time to breathe and connect to themselves. It hurts me. So that's why I'm here. So Melaine, the answer is get ready for Mind Magic and don't listen to every excuse about why you can't, because that's bullshit. Every yeah but you have, every I can't because is just your nervous system keeping you in your old story. So you're either going to stay in your old story or you're not. So that's the answer to that question. Yes. Oh, Julie, this will be great to remember when interacting with my kids. I needed this. Yes. Perspective is everything, and everything's so helpful when we can help ourselves with our kids because we show them how to be via who we are. What we say to them is actually, well, let me make a caveat. What we say is not as impactful and molding to our kids as who we are. However, the words we say to them are really important in terms of their worth and their belief in themselves. Yes, Liz, Mind Magic is priceless. Lisa, Mind Magic was my best investment. Yep, you guys are going to learn lots about it. Mind Magic is quickly being called the best self-mastery online course. Every single issue you have is solved via those two concepts and those two mainstays of your life. So, morning, Joan, how are you? All right, awesome. So there you go. Go ahead, watch the beginning of this live, all about perspective. It's a skill. Start to use it. It will shift every area of your life, your business, your career, your relationships, all of it. I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you at noon in the choice experiment. I'll drop the link right into this live now. Mwah!